YouTube, Beef Smokehouse back here with you, and today we're going to be doing some egg rolls, right? Barbecue based in nature. My base for these egg rolls will be a beef brisket that I smoked yesterday or the day before yesterday. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, so before we get started, I want to give thanks for some of my friends, even those guys that I don't know, that made the ultimate sacrifice. In some respects, they made it able for me to be here today. All right, now that we got that out the way, I think this first egg roll that we're going to make is going to be a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. Now, I am using beef. I'm using a brisket that I've already sliced. I've chopped up. Didn't want to put any slices into my egg roll or big chunks. Now, when I think of a food that can be manipulated to represent different cultures, the egg roll is one of them. Of course, it's heavily influenced by the Asians. That's where it came from. There's dessert egg rolls. There are also savory egg rolls. The one we're making today is going to be savory. I'll have two types. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get two types of egg rolls here on this video without, making it over 30-45 minutes. So I'm going to focus on one type. Tend to do better when I focus on one thing at a time. All right, so the first step for this Philly cheesesteak egg roll, I'm trying to reinforce some beefiness. We are going to have mushrooms in this egg roll, so I'm going to go down with some of that beef tallow. See it? That I was able to garner from the brisket that I did. We've got to get those mushrooms sauteed down. I don't really want any structure to my mushroom, and then when I think of Philly cheesesteak, I want my mushrooms beefy. I want them bold. Mushrooms already contain MSG. So the way I'm going to reinforce that beefiness is by using some of this beef tallow. Really pure, really clean. I filter it using coffee filters. That's why it's all white. There are no particles in this, right? Here we go. My beef tallow's in. Let me get my mushrooms. So again, this is going to be a tedious process with these mushrooms. I am trying to get all of the moisture out. I don't want that moisture leaching out inside of my egg roll. These are portobellos. I brushed them off, diced them, and we're going in. Now, I'm not going to keep you here the entirety of the time while I get these mushrooms sauteed down. However, what I will do, we're going to hit them with some little pepper and a little salt to help get that process started. The salt is going to help to start pulling some of that moisture out of these. Now, I'm not going to go heavy with salt because I'll be using other things that's going to contain salt as well. Give them a nice shake, get them coated. And we're going to set them here. I'm not going to put a top on or anything like that. We're going to let these get sauteed down. I'll bring you guys back when we got some motion. Stay tuned. All right, here are my mushrooms. It's been about 10 to 15 total minutes. They've given up a lot of moisture and they've taken on some of this beefy flavor. Wish you could smell this. So now, I'm going to go in with, I've got yellow onion. I've also got green bell pepper and green onion. I'm going to go on with the large majority of that. I will have measurements posted in the description below. And you guys know we're going to impart some garlicky flavor to this as well. But I don't want my garlic to burn. I also want the rest of these veggies to give up their moisture as well. And again, we're sauteing these in its beef tallow. I want these onions to become translucent. I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch the entirety of this. However, while I got you here, I do want to go ahead and hit this again with some salt. This is Diamond Crystal Kosher. Don't need much. And some black pepper. Gonna give it a mix. Alright, I'll bring you guys back when I'm done sauteing these vegetables. Alright, it's been about another 5 to 6 minutes. I'm gonna go in with a heap of garlic. That's about 2 large tablespoons. And we're gonna give this a mix just until that garlic gets fragrant. Don't want to burn it, so I'll only be sauteing this for another few seconds and then I'll get it off of the heat. My veggies are softened. Those onions are translucent. Those mushrooms are already beefy, giving off their own flavors and aromas. Gonna take it off the fire. Alright, I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to get the rest of this mixture together. Right now it's a bit too hot. I'm going to get this cooled down. I'll put it into a bowl. Bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to mix the rest of the ingredients into it, and then I'll get into the fridge for a little bit. Stay tuned. Alright, here's my brisket. It's already been chopped up. This is, I think I used 1 slice of the flat section, which is to say it's a lean meat, and then I used about 4 or 5 thick slices of the point meat. I did not remove any of the fat. I think that's going to bring some nice unctuousness to these egg rolls, and it's going to ensure that this meat stays moist, right? Worst thing you can do is have a dry egg roll, right? So this is the meat I'm going to use. Again, I am making 2 different types of egg rolls. Only one I'm getting on camera. So let's put this to the side. Here is my mixture, right, that you guys just saw me cook, right? And then we're going to start dumping some of this brisket mixture into my veggies. Let's go with about that much for now. And now we're going to get this, let's get it thorough mix. Nice thorough mix. I think I'm going to need a little bit more. Can you see that? Those nice mushrooms have softened. Don't have to worry about them messing up the structure of my egg roll. Alright? So now we're going to start seasoning, right? I'm going to hit it, of course, with a little MSG, just a little. I want to highlight the flavors that's being used. Alright, and then I'm going to give it a few shots of that Dove sauce. Alright? Again, we're highlighting that beef flavor. And I don't want that beef to get lost in here. Again, we got some onion powder. Got some beef bouillon. Got to be careful. This has salt in it as well. Garlic powder. And then we're going to go in with some Maggi. This is the equivalent of Maggi, liquid seasoning. Hit it with a little bit more black pepper. And now we're going to give it a mix. It smells awesome already. Going to taste for salt levels here shortly. Looking and smelling good. The only other thing I'm going to add to this, let me give it a taste for. Actually, let me give it a taste first. Pretty good. Not overly salty. I'm going to go in. I got some Monterey Jack cheese. Little now, and then I think we'll hit it again. And I got a little Colby Jack. Okay. And we'll get another spoon. And we mix. Might not have to add any more cheese. This is not hot, so the cheese is not going to melt right away. So I need this to cool down. What I'm going to do is get this into my fridge, and off camera I'll work on the other mixing for my other flavor profile of egg roll that we're making. Stay tuned. Alright, here we are. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping these egg rolls. So she's got the jalapeno popper ones. Again, I'm no expert at this. She's a lot better at this than I am. So I'm going to watch her do a few. There's 3. And then I'll join in. One more. You guys don't want to see me wrap a million egg rolls. Just going in with the mixture. We've got a small glass right here full of water. She's going to take her finger, dip it in the water, and line the edges of those wrappers so they'll stick. Just gonna get it closed nice and tight, not too tight, tight enough. And there you guys have it. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and join her, knock the rest of these out, and I'll bring you guys back when we got these all wrapped up. Alright, here are my egg rolls. Right? I've already started the frying process. These are some of those things looking golden brown and delicious. I really like the way that skin puffed up. You can definitely tell which ones I've rolled, because those are more than likely the ones that's going to be coming apart. Not the expert at this by any means. So we've got peanut oil heated to between 350 and 375. We're dropping them in. I think the first batch I probably overcrowded. I did 5 at a time. Going forward, we'll do 3 at a time. I'm probably not going to fry all of these. Probably do about half of them. I made me a nice ranch. Yeah, we're going to let these fry, then I'll bring you guys back for the taste test. Stay tuned. YouTube Beef Smokehouse back here with you. And here's my finished and final product. I like the crispiness we were able to get. I like all those crackly bubbles that we got on the outside of that egg roll wrapper. Again, we used peanut oil because of the flavor, right? And it doesn't smoke out your house. The ingredients put in each one of these egg rolls, they're already cooked, right? So we're just really making sure that this egg roll wrapper is cooked through and crisp up. I made me some I made a buttermilk ranch. It's got parsley and cilantro in it. If you want to make it a barbecue ranch, get you a little, your favorite barbecue sauce. Go into there and give it a good mix. I'm not going to do that. So, I want to do something simple, something quick. I still have egg rolls that I'll freeze, uncooked of course. I think I fried a good 15 to 20 egg rolls. So my kids will eat on these tonight. This will be dinner. So let's go ahead and give it a taste test. Yeah, and there's that beautiful egg roll. I am going to dunk mine to that ranch dressing. So this one here, you can see I busted it. This one here is the one I was trying to make like a Philly cheesesteak like. Surprisingly, it does taste Philly cheese like. The difference is this: I did not use steak. So the brisket has a very different texture. After all, I didn't leave it in the whole pieces. However, I'll tell you what's coming through: those green onions, that cheese, and in the background you can taste that brisket. Very Philly cheesesteak light, quite delicious. I'm probably gonna eat about 5 or 6 or 7 of these and call it a night. I'll grab a beer and that's gonna be it. Now, nothing I've done here in my kitchen you can't do on your own. Give these a try. You can find these wrappers in any of the grocery stores that you frequent. You don't have to use brisket. Use what you have. You got a chuck roast, go ahead and smoke that thing up, pull it, or slice it really thinly, sear them off. Use it the same way as I did. Try changing the ingredients up. I tell you what, I'm gonna be sitting here, I'll be eating on these for the next hour or two. Until next time, Be Smokehouse out.